Welcome to Words with Friends Live. I'm your host, Tristan Cunningham. But I'm more than that. I'm also your friend, confidant, and shoulder to cry on. I'm about to guide you through an action-packed game, and I'm going to make sure no one gets hurt. That's right. Put your trust in Tristan. By the way, does anyone feel like they lost an hour last night? Probably just another alien abduction. Those guys love me. And at least someone does. All right, if you're a regular here on Words with Friends Live, you know that today is an extra money fun day. Last week, our winners took home $500 each. So I am truly honored to be here tonight. I may even cry. And if you win big, you might cry too. Then we'll have cried together, and that means we have a thing, you and me. And the excitement around here never stops. Tomorrow night will also be epic because every Monday is now Music Monday. One of iHeartRadio's very talented artists is going to stop by, throw on a host blazer, and ask you one of their favorite trivia questions. Stopping by tomorrow is Mark Hoppus from Blink-182. And I think this should fit him. Hey, what size is Mark? We may have to do some shopping, but we will. And he will be here to help you rock out in tomorrow's game.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, hey. Thanks. Ooh, you must have just come from our Words with Friends Mardi Gras Weekly Challenge. Now, if you love to shimmy, sip coffee at Cafe Du Monde, and eat po' boys until you couldn't possibly eat no more, then throw on your best mask and float on by this weekly challenge. You only have a few more hours to get your wood mystery box that's filled with treasures to help you win in your next board game foray. Hey! All right, so tomorrow we'll have an all-new weekly challenge. Now, I got some stink eye for spoiling the Mark Hoppus dealio last night, so I can't tell you anything about it. But you will find out soon, I promise. But I can tell you that tomorrow is the official launch of our Words with Friends Women's Herstory Month event. We are celebrating it here by spicing up our shows with questions about powerful women and their achievements. And to officially warm you up for that, I would like to take this opportunity to share a little herstory with you right here, right now. Now, we all love games. You know I do, I know you do, or you wouldn't be here. But did you know that one of the most popular games in America was originally created by a woman named Lizzie McGee? She created the Landlord's Game in 1904, and nearly 30 years later, a guy named Chris Darrow rejiggered the board design and sold it to Parker Brothers as, yep, you guessed it, Monopoly. So, I want to say thank you, Lizzie, for the many, many hours of joy you have brought me, and I mean many. I've been playing the same game of Monopoly for about 3 years now. So thank you, Lizzie McGee. All right, here's how our game works. I'm going to be asking you 12 questions. They will each pop up on your screen along with 3 answers. From the moment I start reading the question, you will have 10 seconds to tap the correct answer. With 3 seconds left, your phone will vibrate. And make no mistake, it's not just a good vibration, it's also a sweet sensation. At this point, you gotta tap one of the answers. Even if you're uncertain, you have 33.333333% chance of getting the question right. Get all 12 right, and you get a piece of today's jackpot, a hefty $10,000. Whew, it's a big one tonight. If you get an answer wrong, you'll be popped into spectator mode, where you can still play and earn points on your new progress bar by answering questions correctly. Win 15 points in spectator mode, and you'll get a mystery box full of surprises you can use in the main game. Things like coins and power-ups, hindsight, word radar, and even swap plus. You can also stay in tonight's game by using an extra life. Here's how that works. During the pregame countdown, we will give you a chance to invite a friend to play Words with Friends live by tapping the heart icon on your screen. You'll get an extra life around 24 hours after they accept the invite. Now beware that you can only invite that specific friend once. And you can only use 1 extra life per game. And the extra life will only work up to question 11. All right? So that's how that works. Now, as I mentioned last night, tonight is the debut of our new feature, the Mid-Intro Talent Show. Ha! It's a fun thing where me and the crew get to show off our special talents. And at the end, yes, there is a winner.
What? You didn't tell us that.
Oops. More time for me then, I guess. Maestro, hit it. Third time's a charm. Hey, people, this is live. Huh? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, James, would you take this? There is a medicine cabinet just right around that corner. Well, it looks like I won. Thanks for indulging the crew and me, and mostly me. All right, circus time is over. Make sure your Wi-Fi connection is happening and battery is fully charged so you get your rightful share of today's $10,000 jackpot. And here we go. Let's get this hamster ball of words rolling with today's Words with Friends word of the day. Question number 1, my friends, it's time. Which is an example of sacrifice? Taking things for granted, indulging in a vice, or giving things for greater good? Now, consider this the training wheels portion of the game. You're very unlikely to go down. Next question will be the mom runs next to you holding the seat portion. And after that, it's the mom holds onto the seat but then lets go without telling you portion. You may move forward smoothly for the rest of the game or wipe out in your neighbor's rose bushes. But we hope you move smoothly. All right, the correct answer is giving things for greater good, which is something we like to do around here very much so. We like to give you money, which is great, and it makes you feel good. Or at least I hope so. All right, let's check over here. 29,000 people are feeling good. Question number 2. Peeps are not which of the following? Low-pitched loud roars, quick or furtive looks, or marshmallow candies? Now, peeps is also a popular abbreviation of people and means close friends. It's common to enter a gathering and shout like, "Where my peeps at?" And if someone shouts back, they're in the candy aisle of your local drug or grocery store, then you know not to ask for that guy's number. So that will help you make that clear. All right, the correct answer is low-pitched, loud roars. Now, Where My Peeps At is also a Tonight Show segment where contestants perform a rap song after stuffing their mouths with marshmallow peeps. Now, I tried that at a party and I was asked to leave, understandably. All right, moving forward, question number 3. What is the famous musical composer Beethoven's first name? Puck, Ludwig, or Wolfgang? Now, you guys don't know this, but I feel very close to Beethoven for a few reasons. One being, me and him may have the same birthday. They aren't certain the exact day he was born, but he was baptized on December 17th. Now, the second reason being, I too was a child prodigy. You saw some of that in the beginning of the show. And the third being, we clearly go to the same barber shop. Huh? You see the resemblance? It's uncanny. All right, the correct answer is Ludwig. Now, my top Ludwig von Beethoven song is either da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, or da-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Memorable melodies, but the lyrics, hard to have a sing-along. And let's check in over here. Who's singing with me? 16,000 people. Nice work. Question number 4. What does the Latin phrase mea culpa mean? To strike a final blow, acknowledgement of one's fault or error with happy consequences. So, word around town is some say Latin is a dead language, but I'm not convinced. I mean, it's still a part of the status quo. Latin phrase. So I say carpe diem. Latin phrase. Let's all recognize Latin as a living language and one which is bona fide. Also, Latin phrase. So I think Latin's alive. All right, the correct answer is acknowledgement of one's fault. Let's check over here, 13,000, very nice. Now, saying mea culpa is the same as saying like, my bad, but it's a lot more melodic and fancier. It's a lovely sounding apology, like, I just knocked over your wedding cake. Mea culpa. Huh? You can use that in the future. All right, question number 5. Which is not a real word? Doggus, dirgus, or burgess? Now, every one of these words, fake or real, includes the gender implicit suffix s, which is considered a little old-fashioned. Like back in the day, tacking s onto a word meant that it was a lady, like sculptress and seamstress and stewardess and actress. But times, they are a-changin'. Take me, for example. I am a hostess. I am a host, and I'm not a hostess. Not a hostess. Got that? Okay. The correct answer is dirgus. Now, a burgess is an inhabitant of a borough with full citizenship. A doggus is, yes, you guessed it, a female dog. But if you use that word, I'm just warning you right now, I can't be your friend. I warned you. Oh no, and the word around town is that last question was brutal. I'm sorry, sometimes we're brutal around here. Brutalis. All right, I'm done, I'm sorry. Question number 6. Which is most like attaché case, like an attaché case? Legal action decided in court, attached legal cases, or a suitcase? All right, attaché is such a cool word. It's got that fancy accent that looks like a runaway apostrophe, and it's unmistakably French. Now, I remember standing on the top of the Eiffel Tower when a Parisian spy approached me and whispered in my ear, "Mon chéri, s'il vous plaît, allow me to tell you about my attaché." But now that I think of it, maybe he was just trying to sell me A suitcase, which is the correct answer. Gah! And what a letdown, am I right? An attaché case is just a small, flat, rectangular case used for carrying documents. Not exciting or sexy in the least. Still, to me, the word itself is magnifique. All right, let's check in over here. Who got suitcase, attaché? 4,000 people. Very nice. Moving on. Question number 7. Which of these is worth more in Words with Friends? A J on a regular space, a K on a double letter space, or they're worth the same? Now's the time, all you dedicated Words with Friends players, to get your strut on. Consider this a reward for the many hours you've put in destroying your opponents on the board game. It's a gift for paying close attention. From all of us here at Words with Friends Live, you are welcome. And the results are in. The correct answer is they're worth the same. Now, a J on a regular space is worth 10 points. A K is worth 5 points, but put that puppy on a double letter space and it's worth 10 points too. So, if you line them up just right, you can score over 20 points with words like jack, jerk, and junk. Hey? Why not? And let's see, 3,300, very nice. Moving on, question number 8. Which architectural style was popularized first? Tudor, Romanesque, or Baroque? Okay, this might be a tough one unless you're amazing at remembering styles of architecture. Now, I took a class in college specifically about the Tudor period, which spanned from 1485 and 1603. Now, full disclosure, I wasn't a great student, but I got an A in this Tudor class, mostly thanks to my tutor. All right, the correct answer is Romanesque. Now, it was all the rage in Europe from 900 to 1200 AD, and Baroque, the baby of the group, came along the 17th century. The Palace of Versailles is an example of Baroque architecture, as in, after they built it, they were flat Baroque. And thank you very much, that is 2 in a row. Huh? Oh no! And that last question was brutal too. 2 in a row of brutal as well. My goodness, I guess we're being brutal over here. I'm sorry, but stick with us. You got this. Question number 9. What would need to happen for metal to become a word about resilience? Replace every D with T, transpose L with final E, or replace ME with RA? Now, meddle means to interfere in something that is not one's concern. And if you are a fan of Scooby-Dooby-Doo, you've heard the adjective meddling maybe 1,000 times. At the end of every episode, when the villain and their evil plan are revealed, the villain declares what? Say it with me. I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. Wah! Love that show. All right, the results are in. The correct answer is replace every D with T. And let's see who got that. 890 people. Nice. Now, the word metal, spelled M-E-T-T-L-E, means a person's spirit, resilience, and ability to cope well with difficulties. And I want to acknowledge your metal. Yes, you. For your resilience and ability to cope with my horrible jokes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Question 10. Which is least colloidal? Smoke, silver particles in liquid, or a diamond ring? Okay, I'm going to guess that it is some form of the word colloid. I don't know what colloid is aside from it possibly being the way a guy from Philadelphia would say the word collide, like hey, if you don't watch where you're going on the street, you might colloid with a fire hydrant and get water all over yous. And clearly, I'm going to play someone from Philadelphia in my near future. All right, the correct answer is a diamond ring. Now, a colloid is a mixture of dispersed particles suspended throughout another substance. But back to the diamond ring, my finger seems to be open and available, just so you know. All right, question 11. In plumbing, the flush valve discharges water from where to where? Tank to bowl, bowl to drain, or main to tank? Now, I personally am fascinated by the etymology of the many nicknames there are for the toilet, the lavatory, the loo, the crapper, the john, or my personal favorite, the House of Office, which was a common name in the 17th century England. Just gonna go to the House of Office and, take care of some business. You can use that now. You're welcome. All right, the correct answer is tank to bowl. Now, the flush valve discharges the water from the tank into the bowl when the toilet is flushed. The rubber cover for the flush valve is called the flapper, which is also what they called dancers in the 1920s who did this. You can't see it, but I'm doing a mean Charleston. Yeah. All right, enough of my dancing. For those of you who weren't flushed out by those last 11 questions or didn't leave because my dancing was official, you're moving on to the last question. Question number 12. Which is an astronomy term? Benthos, Afrit, or syzygy? Now, I only know about basic astronomy stuff, like I know there's the moon, and I know there's the stars, and I know there is a sun, and I've seen all the stars, and I guess I believe what the government tells me about the other planets in our solar system being uninhabited. But again, what about that hour we lost last night? I'll send my story into Unsolved Mysteries. That's what I'll do. Thank you. Wow. All right. And while our magic software gremlins tally up the winners, I'd like to remind you to set multiple alarms so you don't miss tomorrow's game because, like I said before, Blink 182's Mark Hoppus is dropping in to ask you the iHeartRadio Music Monday question. Whew. That was a mouthful. Set those alarms. Don't miss Mark. We're very excited over here, and you will be too. All right. The gremlins are telling me that the results are in. The correct answer is syzygy, which is defined as a conjunction or opposition, especially of the moon with the sun. Now let's find out who our stars are tonight, because that is the end of our game. To quote Freddie Mercury, for those of you who got all 12 questions correct, you are the champions, my friends. And your names are Chris. Oh, that note's way too high for me. I'm sorry. Chris, you're a champion, my friend. KDP, you're a champion. Corey, you're a champion. Who else? Dave A, excuse me. I'm proud of you. Karen E, way to go. Ashwin, Margot C, I haven't seen you up here. It's nice to see you up here, Margot. Nick S, way to go. Sean S, lots of S's. Corey L, I'm proud of you. Ray Sun, you better shine your light. All right, and let's see what these wonderful winners are taking home. They're taking home $25.51. Don't spend it all in one place. All right, my friends, it's about that time. Please join us again tomorrow. Same place, same app, but Iman's face and another wheelbarrow full of cash. When I skedaddle, watch for a new screen to send you back to your main game. Why not play a stranger tonight and make a new friend? Then tomorrow night, invite them to our game. New friends all over. All right, I've been your host, Tristan Cunningham, and this has been Words with Friends Live. Good night.